My shoes on to go outside, stood up, and I'm like, that's not gonna work. My friends and my new friends, yeah, it didn't work because I didn't have any pants on. Today, got to finish up the layers on the crow with the green butterflies, that videos, and those shorts are up. These pockets have pockets within pockets. That's freaking amazing. I am very excited about our prospects today. Do probably another pop surreal piece. Right now we are deep watering. Got this whole thing down here. Get all this deep water down. It's time. It's getting to be that weather out here. Yes, I would greatly appreciate if you do love making and creating things, that you will share this video out if you know of others who love to do the same, and like and subscribe. I always am welcoming comments. I did decide, instead of doing a surreal acrylic piece, to do another Raven watercolor. It seems like, especially in the platforms where I sell my art, people have really appreciated the last Raven piece that I did. So in case that one sells quickly, I decided to do another Raven watercolor, only instead of magnolia, big magnolia flowers, I am doing dogwood flowers. Dogwood, it was one of my grandma's favorite flowers. And so I kind of have grown a keen fondness of them. So you will find them in a lot of my creations and artwork. I am getting super excited. This is going to be a very busy weekend because I need to not only continue with the painting inventory to replace the other originals that have sold, but I need to increase the inventory, and I need to pack the car so that we can get down to the property. Now there's nothing down there, so I am a little bit apprehensive. It's going to be a hot week. It's going to be cooler than where I am now because it's higher in altitude, but it's the trip on the way down. It's me not having air conditioning, and when I get there I will have a solar unit with me, and those can't overheat. So I do have some things I need to somehow solve, but mostly I did those flags. Have you seen in previous video that I did to post where I would like the driveway to be, and back how long the driveway will be and how I'll have it winding a little bit. I needed some flags so that I can even begin to entertain to have the septic people come out and do perk tests. So I'm gonna kind of see how that goes. I did talk to a few people, if at the very minimum, so I can be out there planting trees and figure out where things are going to go, build a little shed so I have a place to keep the tools, gardening, and some plants inside of, just plant stuff and plants. Then I need to be able to get back onto the area, and I was got a hold of the guy at the health department, and he was very helpful. And we talked about I might have to rent a porta potty. I do have a compost toilet. I didn't bring that up at the time, I don't think, but I do have a compost toilet. It's just, I think they want you to have a porta potty when you're working on land and doing that kind of stuff. But we will be out there making and creating. I'm super excited about it. I did do this one of my favorite poses, only I had this raven leaning a little bit, so I had a little bit more of his leg. The leg pose, like models do, like they stick out a leg. So I have him doing a cute little leg pose. He's doing his little Vogue pose there. I had two different kind of speeds. Most of it was a very fast time lapse. Just so you know, even if it looks like I'm not painting this fast, I'm very meticulous in painting, actually quite slow. And so even when I have this sped up in a couple spots here, it looks like normal, like how you might think you actually paint, but it's not. This is me totally sped up. I'm not painting this fast. But that would be amazing if I got really fast at it. But I'm much more, where do I want things? And I know that most dogwoods, a lot of times dogwoods will blossom before they get leaves of a certain size, but because I work with so much surrealism, I just kind of like to do the composition the way I'd like to do it. And so I did try to make the leaves look a little bit younger and smaller. And these are small dogwoods, but I think he came out amazingly well. And I thought, I'm doing some more of the time lapse, even though they take a long time, so that you can see almost every part of the process. I felt like you would enjoy that more. And of course I am panning in here and there, so you can see a little bit more of the details that I'm actually doing. It's tricky. There's so many different ways when I'm watching other people's art videos that they show the creative and making process. And the one that I appreciate as an artist the most is being able to see the different stages, just relax and actually watch. And I'm also, again, as you can see, not only letting my colors bleed, I'm really focusing on not having them blend too much, because I don't want it to get muddy. I want your eye to be able to go through the painting and feel the purples and feel the blue and then feel the greens, and also, like you'll see me in the end here, kind of drag some of that green over into the raven, as though the sun is reflecting some of that green onto the raven. And as you know, if you've seen a lot of my artwork, I have a lot of birds and animals, and birds, I got a lot of birds. I love birds. I've always been fascinated with birds. I was even getting my pilot's license at one point when I was really young because I wanted to fly. And you know, life happens, and I guess it wasn't meant to be, so to speak. Other things had also happened that would interfere with that. So I just really appreciate birds. And yeah, I think that they're absolutely awesome. And ravens are so smart, like parrots. All out of parrot artwork. I will eventually have more parrot work done, and I will have some other animals again. I still have, I believe, an acrylic, really cool with gold accents, giraffe. You can see all of my work. I try to, in all of my videos, have in the description links to the platforms that I'm selling on. I'll eventually, again, at some point, maybe have my own website again. I just find this to be much easier right now, and plus people are familiar with the platforms. You can pick the platform that you trust. I also want to mention that because it's so hard to stay on top of how many pieces, and I need to be focused on the creating of the artwork, and now I need to be focused on building eventually the home and doing the off-grid stuff. So I'm not going to be jumping around from site to site making sure all the prices match. So, and sometimes the price might be a little bit different because of the shipping fees on that particular site. So or how much fees they're going to charge me. So they may be a little different. If you notice a drastic difference in the prices outside of auctions, not including auctions, I will match that price. You just need to send me a message on the particular listing and say, hey, I noticed this, not, send it in a separate bundle thing, but I think I saw this piece. And I know the sites don't like you mentioning other sites. I think I saw this piece for this. Is that correct? And I will go check all my sites. And then I will you can either send me an offer for that as you're leaving a comment on the offer, or I can send you an offer at the lowest price that I find after I make sure it's not because of some shipping thing or some special sale, because I'm excluding auctions and sales, okay? Occasionally, because the sites like it when you do it, occasionally I'll throw a sale. I haven't done that in a long time because like I said, I'm short on inventory. I hope you really enjoyed this, and thank you so much for all the likes and all the subscribes. Thank you so much for leaving comments and engaging with me. It really does mean a lot to me. I just really love what I do, and I hope that this inspires others to do some fun, creative, amazing art and pieces. Have an amazing week this week, and the next video is coming soon.